Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out the 4-in-1 multi-protocol version of the gamer style Zorro radio transmitter remote controller from Radiomaster. It is a 16 channel adjustable hall sensor gimbal, OpenTX and EdgeTX compatible 2.5-inch LCD display screen, ergonomically designed gamer-style radio transmitter remote controller. It is available in 4 different choices of radio frequency configurations, the 4-in-1 multi-protocol version, which I have here today, and the CC2500 multi-protocol version, which is a watered-down version of this 4-in-1 version with only the CC2500 chip, which supports FlySky and FlySky and a few other protocols. There's also the SX1280 ELRS built-in module version. Now, the ELRS version does not have the multi-protocol chips inside, so it will bind to only the ELRS compatible receiver. And we also have the CC2500 version and the 4-in-1 version coupled with the TBS Nano Crossfire external bay module. It has an oversized fixed 2.5-inch LCD screen display with adjustable brightness. It works great even in direct sunlight. It has adjustable stick travel adjustments on the hall sensor gimbals, and you are able to change from mode 1 to mode 2 without disassembly with the external spring tension adjustment screws and the self-centering throttle adjustment screws. And it has the standard Nano external bay interface for external modules like the Crossfire Nano and the ELRS Nano modules. So you can charge up the dual 18350 batteries located inside of the hand grips via the Type-C USB port, and it also has a 2S balance port to power it up using an external 2S battery. It has these Velcro strap guides to hold the external battery in place, and the battery straps are provided. Now, this little plasticky dust cover enclosure feels a little bit on the cheap side and does not close very well. And also the battery bay covers, they do come off a little bit too easily, and when you try to put it back in, it has to be just right in order for it to fit back in there perfectly. See what I mean? On the top, we have another dust cover, the same plasticky type dust cover. And underneath it, we have the headphone jack, we have the trainer port, and the micro SD card slot, and a pre-loaded 256 megabyte micro SD card with the SD card contents is provided for you. And we have the Type-C USB port for data transfer and also for flight simulator hookup. And also we have a do-it-yourself antenna hole if you want to upgrade on the little antenna that flips out from behind the LCD screen, which rotates a full 180 degrees and has about a 45-degree angle tilt. Now, looks like the antenna interface is an IPX UFL interface, so it will be easy to upgrade on this little antenna if you want to. Now, the dust cover, although made out of the same plasticky material like the one on the bottom, does its job, and it does close up very well. So we have 2 push button momentary switches in the rear, and we have 2 more push button momentary switches up on top. We have 2 rotary dials, S1 and S2 with no indent. And we have two position switches. We have two 3-position switches. Although pretty small, they seem to be of pretty good quality. And in the front, we have the speaker grill, we have the neck strap hook, and we have the Hall sensor gimbals, which are really nice and smooth. And the throw travel can be adjusted with these travel adjustment screws. We have the on and off power push button switch. We have the 4 trim buttons. We have the system button. We have the return button, page forward and page back buttons. We have the model button and a metal scroll wheel press to enter switch, which has a tiny bit of play, but it is very accurate in scrolling and does not wander off. We also have the telemetry button. Now, it feels really good overall, nice and big. The grips are really comfortable, and the grippy texture on the hand grips in the battery bay cover is really nice. And the overall build quality is very, very good.
Welcome to EdgeTX.
So once powered on, it'll greet you with a female voice announcing "Welcome to EdgeTX," which is a fork of OpenTX with some improvements. So if you are used to OpenTX, it is basically identical. Now, it comes with some models already set up to get you started with minimal amount of setting up time, especially with the Zorro model set up for the popular FlySky D16 protocol, which I have already bound my 4-inch Dolphin quad with the XM receiver, and the Tyro 129 also with the XM Plus receiver. So here is a little field test with the GEPRC's Dolphin 4-inch drone. Now this one has the FlySky D16 protocol XM receiver. And I haven't flown this thing in a long time because I don't quite have good batteries for it. And as you can see, the battery is already going too low. So here I turn around, go back to where I started from, and there I am, and going towards the opposite direction. And because it has the XM receiver, the RSSI is decent. It is holding at about high 70s here, going on the opposite way behind my back. So I turn around again because the battery is just getting way too low. So yeah, time to bring it in and land the thing. And now here is the Tyro 129 with the XM Plus receiver. Now this one has the GPS module on it, so we can check out the distance. And it also has a good battery. So here, just making sure the home point was established. And here we go towards the valley at about 39, 40. Go a little bit higher to about 50 meters in height. And we are at 300 meters, close to 400 meters. And here is 500 meters. Pretty good. RSSI looking pretty good, steady at 75. 600, now 700 meters. 800 meters. Oh, and there is a RX loss. So turning around at almost 900 meters. Not bad. Pretty good. Now the Zorro radio, by the way, doesn't feel small in your hands. actually feels really big, like a normal hobby grade radio. And it is very comfortable and it has lots of room. On the shoulders, you can rest your non-active fingers. Really nice area. And the hand grips in the back, the material that they used, which it says it's leather, it's very nice and soft. And you know, I think this radio is basically all you need. So no matter which version you decide to get, it will still have the external nano module bay to add whatever that you want. Like this one is a 4-in-1, so I can add a ELRS module or a Crossfire module. And even if you get the ELRS version, you can always add the Crossfire or a 4-in-1 external module as well. So basically a good all-around radio. And I think it's one of the few, or maybe it's the only ones that the Radiomaster has come out with that has ELRS built in to the radio, internal RF. There we go. Minimum RSSI was 61%, which is pretty good. And here I did set up a new model with both internal and external RF set to the off position for flight simulator hookup. Now, very easy to set it up. Simply start the simulator software, connect the radio via the top USB-C port with the provided USB to Type-C cable, configure the sticks in the simulator, and you are flying in the simulator. I also have another model set up to fly some of my FlySky D8 protocol receiver quadcopters like the Emax Tiny Hawk 2 and the Emax Baby Hawk Pro 4R. So simply set up a new model with the D8 protocol, assign the switches, and you are good to go. Okay, so here is a flight with a Tiny Hawk 2 with the built-in SPI D8 protocol receiver. And here I go with the low battery again. So let me go ahead and bring it in here. There we go. And the lowest RSSI was 64%, which is still pretty good. And here it is with the Baby Hawk R4 Emax. Now this one has the D8 Emax FlySky protocol external receiver. And I am able to fly almost all the way to the highway here. Now I'm not sure why Emax installs D8 receivers on these quads. Even on the Hawk 5 Pro and the Hawk 5 Sport, they have the Emax D8 receiver instead of something better. So you normally, want to pull one of these out, put something else a little better. At least they should put a D16 XM Plus receiver on it, So let's go ahead and make our rounds here. Go back out to this side of the field, turn around. Looks like the RSSI on this one gotten really low, but there is no RX loss. So still pretty good. But if you want to fly this thing the way you want to fly it, you should take that D8 receiver out and put something else in there. That is better. Maybe like an ELRS system. So you can go a lot further. And you can use one of those tiny receivers that they have, because there's not a lot of room in here. This thing flies really nice right out of the box. I haven't tweaked it or anything. So let's bring it in for landing and check out the minimum RSSI here, which is, wow, 25%. So you can power it up with the internal 18350 batteries and be happy with it for about a couple of hours. And after that, you can power it up with any 2S batteries with a balanced connector and strap it on with the provided Velcro strap. Kind of like this, but you need to get just the right size 2S battery to fit in here with long enough balance cable to fit in here just right. Or you can also use this 2S balance connector cable with the XT30 connector. Just make sure you are using a 2S battery like it says on the warning label. They also have this cool plastic attachment, and it goes where the Velcro straps go and snaps in just like that. And the cable gets routed right in here so you don't accidentally pull the balance connector off and cause the power to be cut off, because even if you don't have the internal batteries installed and you have the external batteries, it will power up the transmitter. Now, the extension cable came in the ELRS unit and not in the 4-in-1 unit, but you can easily make your own with some leftover wires and some leftover cables. And since most of my 2S batteries have the JST plug, I made an XT30 to JST connector so that I can use all of these old batteries that's just lying around, just like here. There you go. Just need to plug this in to the 2S balance port on the radio. And remember those 18650 battery tray that came with the TX16S and other Radiomaster transmitters? Well, it is perfect for this purpose. So there you have it, guys, the gamer style Radiomaster Zorro radio transmitter remote controller. Already comes with EdgeTX installed. It is available in various RF configurations to meet your needs, and the price as of this review date is just $99 for the CC2500 version. The 4-in-1 and the ELRS version is $119, and the Crossfire version is $169 and $195 for the CC2500 and the 4-in-1 version respectively, which is a very good price. So if you want to check it out for yourself, the purchase link is provided for you down below in the video description. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.